Okay. Good evening, friends.
Good
My
evening.
name is Magical Manchla, and I'm the founder of Global Dharma University. Today, we have launched our new logo also. Right. So, happy Buddha Purnima to all of you. On this special occasion, we are going to learn about why we are going to celebrate Buddha Purnima and about Buddha's teachings little bit, and then we do the meditation, and then we'll see if you have any questions, and then we will wind up. So this is the agenda today. So firstly, let's understand why we celebrate Buddha Purnima on 12th May usually every year. So, this is because of Buddha is born on this special occasion, 12th May, and also he got enlightened on this day. At the same time, he got Mahaparinirvana, which means he also transitioned, he vacated his body. So, that's the reason we celebrate Buddha Purnima. So this Buddha Purnima is really special for all the meditators because the energies are really high. If we meditate on this beautiful day, many things will change in our life, and we'll able to relieve the stocks of sanskaras. So let's understand why enlightenment is required. So Buddha started with one quest, that is, why suffering? Why misery in life? Because he was a prince and he doesn't have any problems because his father secured him in a kingdom where he didn't see the the birth and the death and the health issues and the old age people. Nobody was there in his kingdom. So such a way he protected, because one of the astrologer, when he was 5 years old, because when Buddha was 5 years old, he also started meditating, and one astrologer saw and he told to his father that definitely he is going to become a monk, sannyasi, and he is going to leave the kingdom, and he's going to serve the world. That's the thing that astrologer said to the father. Then father is worried because father is attached to the son, that oh my god, now how will I live without my son, and who is going to protect the kingdom without my son present? So after my death, who is going to protect? So definitely my son should be there. With the attachment, he protected his son a lot. So no old age man and no death was seen by Buddha in his childhood. But unfortunately, after some time, he happened to see the old man, and he happened to see the death in the village, and they were all crying and they were in pain. So he got worried, like, okay, oh my god, there is so much pain in the world. What is this suffering? How can one can come out of this suffering? That is when he started searching for answers, and he got into this spiritual path. And okay, for I need to understand why people are suffering and how we can overcome the suffering so that one can live a joyful, peaceful, liberated life. So that's how he began his journey. And for almost 7.5 years, he struggled by practicing spiritual, religious activities and other meditations. Nothing worked for them. He didn't get a proper solution. And then one day he finally decided that is this day. I mean, this 12th May, that he decided that now I'm on Buddha Purnima. He decided that so before Buddha, I mean, now we are calling it as Buddha Purnima, but it was Vaishaka Purnima that time. So Vaishaka is a month. So on Paurnami day, he sat on the Bodhi, under the Bodhi tree, and he decided that no matter what, even if I am dying, but still I'll be able to, until I get my answers, I will never open my eyes. So he, with so much of determination, he sat under the tree. That we call it as Adittana. So in Pali language. So which means it's a Adhishtana. Adhishtana means with determination he sat, and without moving his body, without opening his eyes. So with so much of concentration, he sat and he was able to got the enlightenment, and he was able to see many lifetimes that he was born and he died, and with so much of misery. So the life was continuing, the birth and death cycles. So everything was, crystal clear to him that, oh my God, now everything was, it is making sense why I'm suffering all these years. What is my problem? Everything was perfectly, shown in his meditation. And then he was able to find out the techniques. The techniques are anapana is one of the first breath technique. After that, followed by vipassana. So these two techniques were, he found it. He found these techniques. So with this technique, anybody can overcome their misery, and they can get the enlightenment. This is what the Buddha story is all about. So when it comes to the Buddha's teachings, few teachings are very, very important. So definitely, since we have very less time, we can't discuss all the topics, but I will share few teachings which is very, very important. So we all heard that Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, and Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. Let's understand what it is. So Buddham Sharanam Gacchami means here we are not surrendering to Buddha, the God, or and like this one, but Buddha means the definition is enlightened one, enlightened being, self-realized person, the person who was free from misery. That was called as a Buddha. So for that enlightened being, I surrender. Getting it? For that master. And that master, in all of us, we have this master, that Buddha. Because our true nature is Buddha nature. But the problem is, after coming to this planet Earth, as we are in this Maya, so we forgot who we are. That's when the problem started happening in our life. Making sense? So now we surrender to the Buddha, the enlightenment, the knowledge. For that we surrender. And the second one is Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, means the Dharma. What is this Dharma is all about? The Dharma is, it's free from craving and aversion, raga, dvesha. So most of us, we caught up in this world, which is raga and dvesha. Always we are stuck in this. Either we like the things, like the people, and we hate the things, we hate the people, circumstances. Only two things will happen. Why it happens? It is because of avidya, ignorance. Because of ignorance, this thing will happen. Avidya happens. So now, what we need to do? We need to get knowledge. So in order to remove the darkness, you don't need to do anything. You just need to light the diya. That light will remove the darkness. So now for this ignorance, avidya, what we need to do? Give knowledge. How this knowledge will come? This prajna, knowledge, how it will come? By not reacting, by not attaching either to the craving or aversion, either to the positive things or to the negative things. We might be thinking, how will I not react? If good things are happening, of course, I need to feel good. That is true, we should feel good. But we should not attach. If something bad is happening, most of us, we feel bad. Okay, feel bad for a few minutes and then come back. But the problem is, we are into that day in and day out. All our years, many lifetimes, we keep having aversion towards people, aversion towards situations. That will create a misery. That will create a dukkha. Even in Pali language or in Sanskrit, we call it as, in Pali, dukkha, misery. Making sense? That is the reason. Dhamma means what? Dharmam. Dharmo rakshita rakshitaha. So when we save the dharma, dharma will protect us. So how do we save the dharma? First dharma is swadharma. First we need to save ourselves from this demons. Demons of, what are the demons? Fear, angry, passion, aversion, craving, ignorance. So we need to free from these enemies and see everything with absolute awareness and equanimous. How do we look at this? With the law, a beautiful law called law of impermanence. What is this law? In Pali, it's anicca. In Sanskrit, we call it as anitya. In Pali, it's anicca. So we need to remind that this too shall pass. This will change. This will change. This will change. It keeps changing and changing and changing forever. So everything will change. So what remains? My body will change. My finances will change. My status will change. My health will change. My relationships will change. Everything will change, na? So as a baby infant are born, and then they become toddler, and then they become, school age, teenage, adult, and then become middle age, old age, finally death. Everything is changing, na? So what is permanent? The permanent is Sakshi. What is Sakshi? The witnesser, observer. Observer is the permanent thing. That we call it as a consciousness. It's a flow of consciousness is permanent. So when you understand that I am this observer, as you need to observe whatever is happening in life, maybe it's a good thing or bad thing, and knowing that the law of impermanence, that it's anitya, 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 that's when the magic happens. You will be free from this suffering, free from this misery, and where you will be able to live a peaceful and joyful life throughout the world. 99.99999% people all are suffering, maybe except Buddha or few people where we can call enlightened beings. All right. So these are the things which we need to remember. And then comes, with each and every moment, how do we see? With state of awareness, with the state of equanimous. Always we need to be with the awareness and equanimous. Then this anitya will build. So that's how one can overcome dukkha and live a peaceful life. And Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. Sangam Sharanam Gacchami is a community. Community of seekers. Okay. And now I want to overcome my misery. Peace seekers. Enlightenment seekers. So we need to be surrounded with these people where we understand, okay, the real, see, Gautam Buddha is a king, right? Is a prince. So he had a kingdom, he had a beautiful wife, he had a child. What else a man need? Whatever, where many people seek, he have everything. Irrespective of that, if he is leaving everything and coming, means you can understand what is important here. What is valuable here? Is it making sense? He understood something. This is more important. Reaching to that Buddha sthiti is more important than having a kingdom. And then after enlightening, he suggested that you do not have to leave the family. Now be in samsara and get the nirvana. Follow the middle path. Middle path is very, very important. Now, most of the spiritual seekers, either they avoid all the family members, because the more we avoid, what happens? The more problems we attract through, many other situations. So that is why following a middle path is much more important. All right. So let's meditate for a few minutes and then we will wind up. All right. Close your eyes. Take few deep breaths. Observe your breath. Coming in, going out. Coming in, going out. Observe the sensations as you inhale and exhale. Is it hot, cold? Just observe. If you feel you're agitated by your mind, say to yourself, this too shall pass away. Be the observer. And any sensations in your body, observe. Say to yourself, Anitya, Anitya, Anitya. Now I want you to place your beautiful hands on your beautiful heart. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the observer within you, that flow of consciousness. And now on this beautiful Buddha Purnima, just thank the Buddha. Thank you, dear Buddha. Bless us that might be one day we all become Buddha like you. And bless every being in this planet Earth to become Buddha easily, peacefully. And send this love and blessings to each and every person in the world who needs this wisdom to overcome their suffering and misery and to live a beautiful, peaceful, happy, liberated life. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be liberated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whenever you are ready, gently open your eyes, feeling refreshed and rejuvenated. Come back here and now. How are you feeling? All right. Thank you. If you like to share anyone, you can share. You can unmute yourself and share for 2 minutes.
Yes, good evening. Good evening to all.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm wishing all happy Buddha Purnima Day. And first of all, I'm very thankful and grateful to Magical Manjula, who has given the opportunity on this auspicious Buddha Purnima Day for enlightening with awesome meditation and briefing about Buddha's teachings. The essence of Buddha's teaching, what I liked is Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, and Sangam Sharanam Gacchami. That is taking refuge or surrendering to Buddha, the enlightened one, and taking refuge in Dharma, ours that is free from craving and aversion, and Sangam Sharanam Gacchami, taking refuge in association community seekers, which I liked the most. And law of permanence also I liked. And one has to undergo suffering to have a peaceful, healthy, happy, joyful life. So one has to undergo the suffering to get liberated from all this. So this is the message that Buddha has given to us. So let us be free from liberation by following the sufferings. One has to undergo suffering to get enlightened and to experience uh, and to have a peaceful, joyful, happy life. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Thank you again.
One correction, it's not like one has to go through suffering. People are suffering. But
Yes.
what he gave is a technique to overcome it.
Yes, exactly. Anitya.
This is law of impermanence.
Yes.
Based on that, we can overcome based on the, following Anapana or Vipassana.
Anapanasati. Yes.
So, and also by understanding some of the teachings, so
Yes.
one can, the Buddha's teachings, one can easily become, that nirvanic state,
Yes.
enlightened one.
And follow the middle path also.
Yes, following a middle path. Right.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. All right, everyone. So
Yes.
thank you. And I think we are good to close. And I'll see you in the next upcoming classes. If we have anything, we will inform you. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Take
you. Thank
care.
you.
Happy Buddhi Purnima again. Bye bye.